Warrior, let's get into it. I want to tell you today, I want to give you actually a public service announcement, a PSA, about the online gaming site Roblox. That is Roblox. If you're a parent or a grandparent, listen up. And if you're not, you got to know what's going on. So just take a listen. First of all, what is Roblox? This is a gaming site that more than 50% of the daily users, which is amounting to, according to their own information, over 85 million daily users. Think about that, over 85 million daily users. It's a favorite of the kids and teens. It allows them to create online games. It allows them to engage with those across the world. So what could go wrong? I also want to throw in that Roblox is a publicly traded company, goes all the way back to 2004 when it was developed. But let's talk about some facts with Roblox. You know, it was also on our great allies, the National Center on Sexual Exploitation. It was on their 2024 Dirty Dozen list. Why? Because it's so easy for the predators to engage with children. Remember what I just said. Half of their daily users, which amounts to over 85 million, right, are kids 16 and under. So let's talk about, it's a creation system. And when I go out, into our warrior world, and I always use focus groups and moms and grandmas and kids, I'll always ask about Roblox. And I'll always get the same response. Sure, it's cool. Yeah, my child's on it. And I'll always say, do you know what's going on Roblox? I don't think I've had one person say to me, yes, I know. So that is why I'm calling this today's PSA. But I want to tell you that it has millions and millions of user-created games. It means you and me could go on there and create games. And they call these at Roblox, so experiences. They try to soft soap everything, right? Think about the language in the last few years. The meanings of words have changed, or they just create new meanings, but they're calling this, have an experience on Roblox. It sounds great, but here's what's happening. There's a Roblox studio, and in the Roblox studio, you also have a virtual economy, and there's something called Robux. So again, let me remind you, it is capturing the eyeballs of our kids in particular, because I told you, over half of the daily users, 85 million plus, are kids 16 and under. And so Robux, getting the kids to buy this, to pester their parents, can you get this for me? Can you let me participate more? All my friends are on it. Keep all this in mind. Roblox started off very small, as most of these gaming online platforms do. But let me tell you about this. It began to rapidly grow, accelerated by that word and period I don't like to say, COVID-19. When everybody was forced into their homes, on their computers, kids were bored, kids were isolated, Roblox found its audience. So by 2020, right, over 5,000 games on Roblox had been played over 1 million times, and over 20 have been played over 1 billion times. Can you imagine all the kids looking at all this content? And, if you look up Roblox, you'll see a lot of positive reviews, and it's a creator studio, and again, that word experience and interaction, and don't be isolated. But I'm here to tell you, wherever the kids are, and this tagline at the Warriors, so are the predators. When it is easy for the predators to get onto these sites, right, where kids are on these sites, therein lies what we like to call the rub, to engage them, to go off into the DMs, the direct messages. Several countries recently have actually blocked. It's funny because other countries, including the UK, and we've got China, Turkey, and Jordan, they're blocking Roblox. They're doing better work for online safety for kids than we're doing here in the United States. What a shame. What a shambles. But let's go on. So, these games are free to play, okay? And your Robux, this is the important thing, because kids they're getting equivalent of, let's say, currency, money, right? You can use them to purchase virtual items or characters or avatars on the platform. And to access then, they kind of rope the kids in, the experiences that they push, that costs payment, okay? So what we have to talk about here is we're talking about a virtual economy we're getting kids used to. We're talking about there's a mishmash of who's on this platform, but we know over half the daily users are 16 and under, and there's also a premium subscription. So again, it's always, remember, there's nothing for free. When there's something for free, you are the product. Keep that in mind. So let's see. What's happening lately is it is exploding on the scene since last week, Roblox, a tremendous pushback. There is actually a petition, which I'll put in the body of this video, to get rid of the CEO of Roblox, because a kid online who goes by the name Schlep, he started calling out Roblox for having predators. And you know what happened to this kid? He received a cease and desist letter from Roblox, right? And all he was doing was calling out the predation he saw as a teen on this platform. He wanted to warn other kids and warn their parents and warn everybody, this is going on, but we've known about it here at the Warriors. Because again, it was part of the 2024 Dirty Dozen list. I'll also put that in the body of this. But here's the thing. There's a developer exchange, again, more interaction experiences, as they call them, with adults potentially. Also, the games, very sexual, different games. If somebody can create a game, it can be sexual in nature. You know that. But things like public bathrooms, where all kinds of things were going in. Remember, this is a game. You know, kids are attracted to cartoon-like things, right? Teens too. So all kinds of things have been going on this website. We are calling for, and there's also a lawsuit by the state of Louisiana with all of this and Roblox. But let me give you some other facts. I guess the big thing to let you know without weighing you down with a lot of stuff is all of these sites online need to have overhauling or kicking to the curb. But right now we're looking at Roblox. It has been allowed to run free, run amok for a long time. It has been allowed to engage with children. Remember, it's like checking off boxes. Are you 18? Kids are savvy. They check off the box. There's no age verification. Who knows how old that child is? When you have 45-year-old Biff, who's there strictly to engage and get the kids to contact them with direct messages, gain their photos, gain their trust, gain dialogue, whatever you call it. So right now we're calling out Roblox. I'll put a few links in the body of this video. Be aware, be careful. It's back to school time. Talk to your kids. You can talk until you're blue in the face, but your kids have friends or see things online. So let you be that warrior. Do not let the predators win. And we'll have follow-up to this story because this is huge. Because also, when you have such a swelling of against a gaming site, when you have parents involved, you have tech companies involved, you have the government. I'm sorry, if a child is harmed online, we got to figure out guardrails. So we have Louisiana stepping in. This is good. More people are waking up. More people are becoming that warrior. Because remember, our hashtag is community creates change. So when you wake up each and every day, wake up and be a warrior.